star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome to this Sunday afternoon edition of the NBA here on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Denver Nuggets against the New York Knicks here in New York. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
It's not a shocker, right? I mean, people will say, well, he's uber talented, but he's also a grinder. And we know how hard he works on this game every year, and that's why his impact offensively continues to grow. You can't say that about every guy in his stratosphere.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Levens is out there with Christian Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3 spot. And for the Knicks, we've got Bridges. MP is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Diawara in at the center, filling out the middle. Well, Clark, everyone's picking the same team to win this one. They're clear favorites.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, and they should be. But you can't take anybody lightly in the NBA. As the underdog, you have no expectations, and sometimes that can free you up to play your best basketball, which gives you a chance to maybe catch that opponent who's the favorite off guard.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Here's Brown. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Brown's a solid shooter, but
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing some. Both teams will make substitutions. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Bates passes to Levens. Wide open look here for Murray. No good with the triple.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Jamal Murray is out there with Levin. Then it's Jones. Then there's Sanders. And it's Bates in at the 4 spot. And the dunk by Sohan.
Quick lift off the floor there. Jeremy Sohan.
Looking at Denver, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up... Oh, man!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know...
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
And here's Levens. 14 points from him the last game against Memphis. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Commissioner Silver talked about health, and he said that some of the injuries that our young players are experiencing are overuse injuries. In earlier eras, players in school participated in different sports depending on the season. He said perhaps a return to that approach is warranted. Back to you, Kevin.
Interesting thought. Okay, Allie, we thank you. Jones, the pass to Levens. For 3, Murray. And the rejection by MP. The Knicks making a switch here. Diawara's checked in. Jokic is checked in for Denver. Murray outside. Again, the miss by Murray.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been...
Oh, man! What a finish!
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
MP looking around. Sohan with the screen. Just 5 on the clock. That one from long range. 21 points for MP. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for New York.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
Anunoby out there with MP. Then it's Jose Alvarado. Then it's Bridges. And it's Diawara in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Pass to Brown. Gordon kicks to Watson. And stolen by MP. Going inside. And the dunk by MP.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now Brown. In the corner, it's Gordon. Back to Brown. Here's Watson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Watson's got 14.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Pass to Anunoby. Bridges kicks to MP. Gets the three-pointer to fall. MP's got 39.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Jokic, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
This is exactly how you should use Jokic in these situations. Feed that beast inside.
Here's MP.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Driving inside. Gordon, the pass to Watson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Watson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He has certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
Three-pointer. Pass to MP. And MP throws it down hard.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Here is Watson. Now Brown. He's got 11. Denver passing it around. Kicks it out to Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Denver needs to get off his shot. Here's Levens. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Get up. The last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior.
criteria. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Relatively open from mid-range. You'd like to see that one go down.
And that one's good. MP.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Levens. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 50. Denver calls timeout. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted. A different look for New York. Diawara's checked in, and MP subbed in for Kevin Huerter. And Denver with a change here, too. Jokic is checked in, so on the floor for Denver. They've got Nikola Jokic. Jamal Murray is out there with Levin. Then there's Sanders. And it's Bates in at the power forward. On the wing, Murray. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Murray's got 28.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
MP outside. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. MP's got 53.
He's been incredible tonight. Seemingly scoring at will. Really powering his team forward.
Murray against MP. Jokic with the screen on MP. It's rebounded by New York.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Murray with it. Now defended by MP. Inside. And they'll get another chance. Murray right side. Here's Levens. No good on the three.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And there's the bucket from MP. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Nets?
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game as a result of good defense has been very strong.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter, and he's good on the three ball.
Boy, they need to ride him as far as he can take him because he is pedal to the metal right now.
And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early team. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Murray right side. Sinks that one from the post. Murray's got 12 points in just the second half.
He's had an amazing quarter, and they're still trailing. Hard to believe that.
Sohan with the screen. The three-pointer is right on target. 63 points for MP.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
Now here's Levens, covered by Wesley. And that one's good, Levens.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Shot's good by Wesley.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Pass to Levens. Now, here's Jokic. Here's Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got 34 points.
He's been excellent in this period. Even though they're down, he's keeping them. My goodness.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Jokic against Brooks. And for the NBA, anytime there's a blip in the ratings, Clark, you've got those who will begin to criticize the state. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin.